Well, good afternoon, beer forgers. After some trials and tribulations related to technology, as we are wont to have, welcome to a Friday afternoon edition of the BeerForge Fun and Frivolity Fest. I am, of course, your host with the most, co-host with the most. I am, of course, the artist formerly known as Benoth John, and with me, as usual, is the other co-host with the most. You know him as Beer Machine Rich.
Hey folks, how's it going? It's a Friday afternoon,
It sure
and
is.
I had to use a day off. So I mean, what else am I gonna do?
And
That's what you do.
and I flew for about 20 hours straight yesterday and ended up with plane delays in Minneapolis, of all places to get stuck, Minneapolis, Minnesota, because of terrible weather in Kansas City or something. I don't know. And so it was a long, arduous day of travel, but we are here for you. I am back in the States. And that means we can beer forge with the best of them. Folks, needs to be a disclaimer about the upcoming show you are about to watch. So, technology is not always our friend, and we need to be very clear about the fact that you're going to see my frame rate somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 frames a second. And the reason for that is that we use a piece of software that's free. And the reason we use free software is because we have invested in the past in a lot of podcasting stuff, and thanks to awesome people like these folks. Of course, I'm talking about Art Pogorski, Steve Halterman, and Scott Hebel. They are our three patrons. They're giving their socks off, Rich.
I know they are. They're guys. I don't think you even understand. This is amazing to us, and it helps a lot because this stuff isn't free.
No, and if it were, and they are supporting us like we could never ask. Well, actually, we do ask every episode, but
Yes.
If we asked more, maybe we could get our frame rate above 30, and that
might help.
That would mean like actual software we would have to purchase. But right now, we're on a shoestring budget, and we really can't. So, if you'd like to join up, we have a Patreon. Get on over there to patreon.com and search for BeerForge. I promise we're the only BeerForge that's going to come up.
That is correct.
And, give what you can. We love $1. We love $5. We love even more than that. So get on over there and try to help support us if you enjoy the kind of nonsense that we're doing. So thanks to you guys for being here with us. Rich, I want to tell you that what we need to talk about is alcohol, because that's what we do here on BeerForge. Why don't you...
Much needed at this point.
I'm going to tell you what, folks. Getting into this, we had a hell of a time getting this podcast up to date because for some reason YouTube changed our streaming key. What?
Yeah, just sporadically. That's cool.
What? And so, here we are. But you've got some medicine, and let's talk about it, Mr. Rich.
So, a friend of the show, Miles, who plays Keyforge also, of course. I actually know him through War Machine.
Is this Miles of the Toronto fame?
Yes, that is correct.
One of the six nicest humans on the planet.
Oh, absolutely. He gave this to me at the Southern Ontario Open. This is called Great Lakes Brewery, not to be confused with Great Lakes Brewing Company.
Or Great Lakes Distillery.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous. But this Great Lakes is from Toronto, and it's called Harry Porter and the Cherry Hoarder. And has a wizard with a cauldron on the front, and it's a really cool screen printed label. I always thought those were really cool. Stone Brewing does those too.
Nice.
And on the back, it says, "To whom it may concern, please don't sue us." The Tank 10 series, stemming from our Project X line, which sounds like some kind of secret aircraft developed from Skunk Works or something.
Yeah, it's like totally alien technology.
Yeah. Tank 10 is a tickled trunk of tasty treats. This series is paid back to our hard-working brewers. We reserved fermenting tank number 10 and gave them the green light to brew whatever the heck they want, bottoms up. So this is a porter, and it comes in at, I think I saw it was 9%.
Oh, there
something like that.
That's a nice, stout porter, if you will.
I see what you did there.
Uh-huh.
It's solid. 6.5. I take that back. It's really balanced, and the cherry doesn't punch you in the face. It's very subtle.
Nice.
he's definitely not hoarding cherries. He's just kind of like eating them once in a while.
Well, he's got a hoard of them, and he's only just metering them out just a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, it's just like as needed, but it's good for a porter, or a good porter, I should say. I'm a fan. It's something I would buy again if it was local for sure.
Cool.
And it's good middle of the day in the air conditioning. I probably wouldn't be drinking this outside where it's screaming hot right now. And they also paved my street today.
Oh snap! So
I can't drive on it for the next couple hours.
What? So is it blacktop or was it cement?
Yeah, it's blacktop.
Nice.
And my truck is parked down the road, so I could leave. I just have to walk a couple blocks.
I have thoughts and prayers for that thing not sinking into the new blacktop.
I know, right? John, what are you drinking?
Well, funny you should mention. I'm also in the Great Lakes theme. Now, folks, I apologize for the fact that this is smooshed and all the fonts are all horrible and stuff like that. But this is what you get when we kind of rush to production. This is drinking also from a Great Lakes thing. This is Great Lakes Distillery of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This is Kinnickinnick whiskey. It's a small batch whiskey. Kinnickinnick being an Ojibwe word meaning what is mixed. I'm sure that that's what they were thinking about, that they decided to, and not just the fact that it happens to be one of the roads that's very near their distillery and is the name of a neighborhood that's nearby.
Is that I'm assuming a Native American word?
Yeah, it's Ojibwe. Yep.
Gotcha.
So our Kinnickinnick whiskey is a blend of straight bourbon we have sourced from one of America's finest distilleries, and a malt whiskey and a rye whiskey. God, all of a sudden it sounds like a tub thumping advertisement. We got a rye whiskey. We got a malt whiskey. We got a straight bourbon, and we put it in a drum. Anyway, so
oh God,
they bottle at 86 proof, and we don't filter so that we can ensure that you get all the stuff and flavorings from our distilling process. American blended whiskeys are typically a mixture of lot. Anyway, it's a good tasting whiskey. You can read about it. Hit the pause button on this, and if you want it, if you really care. I like it. I think it's pretty smooth, and it is I think it's a fine little drinking whiskey. You could make it. You could use it in an old fashioned if you wanted to. So, on behalf of everyone here at BeerForge, hey, Ron.
Ron.
Well, we are well on our way to having high production values today, Rich.
I got to try some of that, I think, when I'm there next time.
Well, absolutely.
Sounds really good.
Yeah, I'll get us a bottle. I just happened upon this stuff, I think, in a grocery store. So, can't argue with that. So, folks, we had a concept for today's show. This is a high concept podcast we have, Rich. It really is.
High concept?
High concept.
Make it sound like it should have an art degree or something.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're professional podcasters in our hearts, if not in our pocketbooks. And you can fix that over at patreon.com, by the way. The concept we've got going on here is, so when Age of Ascension came out, I got a box. So, and what my son Charles and I do is we play, blind, unsealed, and we'd play best 2 out of 3, and we kind of split who could get the deck and all that kind of stuff. And what I've noticed is, in my opinion, the Age of Ascension decks just don't feel as overtly powerful as the Call of the Archons decks. Would you agree with that?
I don't know if I would yet.
Okay.
I think, well, so here's the thing. I am 8 decks in to Age of Ascension. Mm-hmm. Emily has 3. I have 3, and then I also got another 2 when I did the launch tournament. The thing is a lot of them kind of suck, but you think about back in Call of the Archons, a lot of those really suck too.
Well, I mean, you may be onto something there. It may be that basically it's an equalization of sucking, and I'm just feeling the suck a little bit harder because it's recent suck as opposed to past suck. The rose-colored glasses of Call of the Archons, if you will.
No, it is. And the Wookiee's in the chat room. Shout out to him.
Hey, Wook.
And also, yeah, actually, we got a good crew going on here. We got Steve Halterman, my co-host from Beer Machine DVK, and the Wookiee. And
nice.
The Wookiee said, don't say that out loud. Someone might browbeat you on social media.
Oh, whatever.
It comes with the territory, absolutely.
Whatever, broad shoulders, man.
Yeah, if you're not sure, you're right. I mean, you know this. If if you're not sure about something, say it on a podcast.
Yeah, because and it's not exactly what you say, but it's how much authority you say it with, so that you make sure that you drive the highest number of outrages as possible.
God, the internet population is made up of the actually guy. Like I'm pretty sure, like 99%. So let's talk about some decks here.
Sure. I'm going to start off first, if you don't mind, because
Of course, go right ahead.
I've already put it up, so I might as well. I'm going to be playing a very easy, trips right off the tongue deck called Dasfall Lipsand's Painter, and it is a Dis Logos Mars deck. And I think the generalized opinion amongst those that basically foist their opinion on all through the internet is that Logos and Mars got pretty good in this particular edition.
Yeah, I think Logos might be the best house in this set, at least so far.
I'm sure enjoying it. I know that I'm enjoying Brobnar a whole lot more than I did in Call of the Archons.
Oh, absolutely.
And I was thinking about playing a Brobnar deck, but I decided to go with this one instead. This has an SAS of 80, which I'll be completely honest with you. I'm not as little as SAS had to do with Call of the Archons. I'm pretty sure it has less to do with Age of Ascension.
Right.
And but I picked this one because I felt like it had a nice combination of cards in it. So amongst my favorite cards in here, oh god, it's been a little while since I've played on this one. I like the fact it's got a double Titan mechanic, which is kind of fun. Binite Rupture is really excellent in Logos to if you time it correctly. It can be a little bit tricky to get timed and all that kind of stuff. It's got 2 Mars Firsts, which are kind of fun. And if I remember right, and it's been a little while since I've played this particular deck. There is I'm trying to find which one. Oh, Glixel Proliferator that has a neat interaction with Mars First, where you can ready some things, and then you can have the Mars First get back into your hand, and hopefully I'll get a chance to show that off a little bit during the course of the match. It's got in Dis, it's got double Binding Irons, which is kind of fun. It's got Tenicus, Life Ward. I think it's got a very nice mixture of beasts and stuff like that. We're only talking about a creature count of, I'm trying to read my screen, 19. And but I think it works out pretty well for me. I've had some pretty good luck with it, and we'll see how it does against your deck. I know that was when you come to BeerForge, what you look for is hard hitting, deep analysis of our decks.
Okay.
More or less, what you get is, well, I think I kind of remember it doing this, and stuff like that. So I know that this is really going to disappoint you, like hardcore Vault Tour veterans out there. This is kind of not the podcast where we are. But here's to you, Rich. Kevin Hive Congregant.
Yeah, it's a little weird of a name, but hey, whatever. So, Dis Sanctum Shadows. And, of course, in the Dis side, definite positive here. We have 2 control the weeks. And I know myself and a lot of people like to hang on until we get 2 of them in a row. Have them both in our hand, I should say, so we can play them in a row. That's kind of handy. 2 Hand of Dis. Destroy a creature that's not on a flank. Drumble is fun. If your opponent has 7 or more, capture all of it.
Oh, there
Over in the Sanctum side, Bulwark combined with Grey Monk.
Yep, that's +3.
Stacks some serious armor. Yep.
Sure does.
And Protectrix Healing is fantastic with that, too.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah, good stuff. Terms of Redress, capture 2, and there's 2 of those, and take hostages, capture stuff also. And then over in the Shadows side, there is 2 Pawn Sacrifices, which is fun. Dodger, Umbra, a lot of stealing, a lot of capturing. We got Relentless Whispers, also stealing. You get the theme of it. It's mess with your Amber a lot, is the whole deck. So I would like to announce that BeerForge has its first sponsor.
Great minds think alike. And I was about to say the very same thing, but why don't you go ahead and bring it in, Rich?
If you're not familiar, listen, get on board. Tectonic Craft Studios, they make all kinds of laser cut MDF products, everything from War Machine and Warhammer 40K Terrain, and they make some stuff for some other games too. And Dan, the guy who heads up this amazing operation, I told him, listen, you should get on board this Keyforge train, and he did, and he made a token set, and that's what you'll see me using. But the best person suited to describe Tectonic Craft Studios would be Luchador Bottle Opener, and I think we need to hear from him.
Hey, man, let me tell you, I appreciate such a very nice introduction, Beer Machine Rich. You know, it's been a long time since you and I have been together on these interwebs. I'll tell you, these kids today, with their interwebs, they got nothing on Tectonic Craft Studio. I'm going to tell you, Tectonic Craft Studio is famous for its use of laser beams. Do you know what a laser beam is, Beer Machine Rich?
I hear they attach them to sharks' heads.
Flippin' sharks' heads. I'm telling you. And you can make a great set of tokens. You know, you may play games other than Keyforge, like, Boar Machine or Boarhammer 40K, or maybe you just want some sweet MDF You know, Dan will blast a laser onto MDF in almost any shape, form, or size. So, when you think BeerForge, think Tectonic Craft Studios. On behalf of Dan and the whole gang in the middle part of New York, I'm Luchador Bottle Opener saying, ah.
Man, that was quite the callback.
Man, I'm going to tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, you can expect more high-quality visits by various and sundry other spokesmodels as we move through the years here on BeerForge. So I've got my super awesome deck here ready to go, Rich. So for those of you who are playing along at home and enjoy the production value that we bring to the party here, you'll notice I'm trying to use the backside of a mat to see if this is going to actually work better. And Rich is going to try the front side of a mat. So please, in the comments down below, tell us whether that you like it up front or from behind. And and you can let us know whether or not you think which way we should go. And we're going to use the democracy of the people to figure this out. So I'm going to roll my die, and that's a 5.
And not with any electoral college either.
No.
That rolled off the mat. I also rolled a 5, though.
Okay, so let's re-roll.
I got a 2.
And that was a 5. So
You're going first, buddy.
I'm going first. That is a dream come true, let me tell you what.
Would you like to cut my deck?
I'll pass on that opportunity. Would you like to cut my deck?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right, so I got to draw up 7 cards here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, folks. I'm looking at the cards I've got here, and I am going to keep this hand. What about you, Richard?
I think I'm going to keep this. Yeah, I'll keep it too. What the hell?
Okay. All right, folks.
I'm always on the fence about that kind of thing.
I know, it's hard to make a determination. Usually I look at to make sure I've got, like, solid runs, like at least 3 of a particular house, and then I go from there. So I am going to lead off with the Mars faction, and we're going to get ourselves a little mother gun out here on the table. And I've got basically all the lights turned off in the basement. And I'm using like this really stupid desk lamp pointing in the wrong direction to hopefully help with the being able to see what the cards are that I'm playing. And now I'm going to bring over to your side, so it'd be your turn.
All right, change the camera if you did.
I did.
So I have an idea too. I don't know. So here's the thing, folks. I know audio. I don't know anything about video. But I have a feeling, and I'm going to check with Will from Moose Machine.
Okay.
I bet if you have light from every angle, it doesn't glare. Just a weird theory.
Yeah, we're going to try that. There are people who are better at video than we are.
Yes.
So we're going to
audio, I may know. Video, not so much.
There you go.
So here we go. I'm going to play Sanctum.
Okay.
And I'm going to play... let's see what we got here. Sequus.
Okay.
And I'm just going to look at the camera here to make sure this is on, like, centered enough. I think it's... Oh, I can probably go all the way over here.
Yeah, you could. I've got visibility to
All
your
right.
entire mat.
Fantastic. So he's going to go there, and then we're going to play Sergeant Zachiel, who is, you may ready and fight with a neighboring creature. I'm going to take advantage of the terrible mechanic in this game. He's going to ready, and then he can't fight anyone, so he's going to reap.
Yep.
I don't know if that should really be a thing, but whatever.
Yep.
So there's my amber, and then I am done.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll transition back to my camera. And I am going to play... Let's see here. I am going to go ahead and play me some logos. And I am going to play Professor Slutterkin. Sutterkin?
Slutterkin?
Sutterkin. Draw a card for each time I reap or something like, for each friendly Logos creature. Then I'm going to put Jargul out here. And it says when I play him, I put a card from my deck underneath him. So I'm going to put I'm going to put this underneath him. And then I'm going to play Rocket Boots. And I'm going to put that under him, Professor Sutterkin. And I am going to then end my turn and send the camera back over to you, pal.
All right.
Draw him back up to 6.
Jargoggle?
Yeah, Jargoggle. When he's destroyed, if it's my turn, play the card underneath Jargoggle. Otherwise, archive the card.
Not bad. All right. Okay. So here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
I think we're going to play Sanctum. And let's see. Yep. Oh, Jargoggle's elusive, isn't he?
He is elusive.
I don't know how a pile of junk could be elusive, but all right. So Sequus is going to fight Professor Sutterkin.
Fantastic. So he gets killed.
Yep. And I don't take any damage because I have 2 power shield.
Yep.
Sergeant Zachiel is going to fight Jargoggle and nothing happens.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play another Sergeant Zachiel.
Okay.
Who is then going to ready and fight neighboring creature, this Sequus, who is also going to fight Jargoggle.
Okay.
And he takes 2 damage. And your guy dies.
That guy dies, and this card goes into my archive. Now I'm going to move this over here so that we have a little bit more room to see my archive on camera.
So, yeah, cool. DVK says stop shaming. I don't know what I shamed, but okay. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
So over to you, camera change.
All right, so let's move that camera back over to me. This is going to be a disc turn, and we are going to first play Streak. It's an elusive card. While Streak is not on a flank, your opponent refills their hand to 1 less card during the draw step. And then we're going to play Tesmal, also elusive. When I reap, choose a house. Your opponent cannot choose that house as their active house on their turn. So it's like Control the Weak as a reap effect.
Yeah, he's a SOB.
Yep. And then I'm going to play Exhume, and that gains me an amber. And I'm going to Exhume from here. I'm going to Exhume Professor Sutterkin back into my hand. And that is my turn.
Okay.
And I'm going to flip the camera back over to you.
I think I'm going to play Dis this turn.
Okay.
And I'm going to play, let's see. First thing I'm going to play is Fear. Return an enemy creature to its owner's hand. Which one is it?
You want the Control the Weak one, or do you want...
Yes, that guy.
Okay.
The Control the Weak guy. So he goes back to your hand.
Okay.
Doesn't Exhume put him into play? Uh-oh. Might want to check your cards, John.
Oh, I may play the creature. Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. So Professor Sutterkin's out. I apologize.
Uh-oh.
Does that change your strategy?
Uh, not really.
I'm sorry.
I'm still okay. Don't worry
I'm
about
terrible at this game.
it. Then we're gonna play Control the Weak.
Okay.
So you have to play Logos next turn.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
You're up.
All right. I have to play Logos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Logos, and I'm going to start off with Titan Librarian. And when this is not on a flank, at the end of my turn, if Titan Librarian is not on a flank, archive a card. And then, so next to him, I'm going to play Director of ZYX, which is elusive. At the start of your turn, archive the top card of your deck. I'm going to put that next to him, so he's not on the flank anymore. Then I'm going to play Jargul over here. And I have to put a card underneath him. So I'm going to put...
Change the camera, John.
Oh, shit. Shoot. I'm going to put... I got so excited. I'm going to put Jargul over here. And
Man, I really screwed the pooch on this one.
Yeah, a little. So that's underneath the Jargul. And then I'm going to Reap Professor Sutterkin and gain an Amber. And then I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4 cards.
Not too shabby.
How many Amber do you have?
2.
Okay. I am going to then play Lab Work, gaining an Amber. And I will archive a card. And that is my turn. I'm going to switch the camera back over to you.
All right. So here's what we're going to do. I'm not a fan of what's going on out here. So the first thing we're going to do is play Gateway to Dis.
Well, isn't that interesting?
Kill everything.
Okay.
Does Jargoggle say archive or what? I can't read it.
I archive the card underneath him
Okay.
because it happened on your turn.
Got it.
So I make sure there's no other destroyed effects on any of this stuff. Nope, there's not. Okay.
And then I'm going to play Control the Weak, and you have to play Logos next turn.
Okay.
And then I'm done, and the Wookiee has another... Or no, I'm sorry, Steve Halterman has a note for you.
Yeah.
FYI, the Titan Librarian ability goes off at the end of turn, which means it happens after John refills his hand back up to full.
I
But
forgot.
I don't remember what Titan Librarian said, so...
It said to archive a card, and that's my fault for not remembering how to do that. So
It's okay. No big deal.
Okay, let's switch back over here to me, and I will then go ahead and switch back over to you. Because I have nothing to do. I have no logos. End of my turn.
Ultimate Control the Weak accomplished.
Yep, that was a good one.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
As bad as the one that maybe did logos was, is how good that one was.
Yep. It totally countered it. Okay. So, let's see here. We're going to play Imperial Trader. I get to look at your hand.
You get to look at my hand.
Look at your opponent's hand. You may choose and purge a Sanctum card in it.
There's no Sanctum cards in my hand.
Well, that's good.
But you still get to look. Hang on.
Binding Irons isn't... All right, so Banish. Put in an enemy... no, start at the end. Life Forward, I know what that does. Banish. Put an enemy creature into your opponent's archives. That's pretty good.
Your opponent gets 3 chains. Amber Imp.
Oh, that's so terrible.
Amber Imp is after a creature reaps, stun it. Your opponent must pay you this is Tendicus, an Amber to use an artifact. And Tesmel, choose a house. It's Control the Weak on demand.
Got it. Okay, cool. You can take those back now.
Okay.
Thank you. And Let's see. I'm going to play Pawn Sacrifice with nothing out so I can get the Amber.
Yep.
I'm going to play Umbra. And then I'm going to play Dodger.
Okay.
And that's my turn. And camera change back to you.
Okay. So fight steal 1, and then fight steal 1 on both of your creatures.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna start off with Life Ward. I'm playing Disc because that's all I have in my hand, and that scores me an Amber. And then I'm going to play Banish, scoring an Amber, and you're gonna put Dodger back into your hand. I mean, into your archives. Into your archives. I'm sorry.
Got it.
Then I'm going to. Let's see here. I'm going to play Binding Irons. You now have 3 chains.
Oh, you're the worst.
Then you're going to get Tenicus, surrounded by Tesmal and Amber Imp. And that is my turn because that is all of my cards.
Well done. There should be a term for that, like using everything in your hand.
Giving her all she's got. I don't know. It sounded very 80s.
That works.
That was terrible.
And change the camera if you didn't.
I did. It is on your camera.
Very good. Okay. I'm going to play Sanctum. And let's see. We're going to play Sanctum Guardian.
Okay.
Taunt, and he has Fight Reap. Swap position with him and another person.
Okay.
Yes, they're people now. And then Bulwark.
Here comes the armor.
Each of his neighbors get +2 armor.
Okay.
And then we're going to play Terms of Redress. Choose a friendly creature to capture 2. So I'm going to take 2 of your Amber.
Okay.
And I'm going to put them on Bulwark.
Okay.
Because the guy next to him has Taunt. That seems good. And that's going to be my turn and check.
Okay. I am going to play... What am I going to play? I'm going to play Mars, and I'm going to pick up my archives. Okay. So we're going to start off with kind of a stupid card. I'm going to start off with Flotsam Spike, which if there's no friendly creatures in play, destroy each creature not on a flank. So it's almost like a reverse. If you board wiped me and I had this in here, I could kind of almost sort of board wipe you back. But I get an Amber for playing it. Then we are going to... let's see here. Then I'm going to play... I'm going to play Glixel Flix Finger.
Flix Finger.
Oh, I'm sorry, Glixel Proliferator. And he's going to go on to...
Camera.
Damn it. And he's going to go on to
Thanks,
a flank. Steve. And then I'm going to play Mars first, gaining an Amber. And that goes in my discard pile. And that readies and use a friendly Mars creature, which will ready Glixel Proliferator again. And then I will reap him, gaining an Amber, and bringing... and then I will archive a card from my discard pile, so I'll archive Mars first. Then I'm going to play Hypno Beam, and I'm going to take control of Bulwark. So I don't know so I think...
Oh, the Amber stays on him.
The Amber stays on him?
Yep.
Oh, that's bad. Nope, then I'm not going to take him. I'm not going to take him. I'm going to take... I am going to take Umbra.
Shout out. Okay, that makes a little more sense, actually. I don't know how that works.
I don't know how I'm going to represent that, But
Here you go.
there, okay. Yeah, there you go. That's perfect. So now I have Umbra. And then I am going to play Yixley Fix Finger over here. And every other Martian creature gets a +1 armor. So this is +1 armor on Glixel Proliferator. And
You know what you should do, John?
what's that?
Take a card from something else and put it there to represent Umbra, because now Umbra should be somewhere in your battle line.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find an Umbra real quick. God, that's gonna suck.
Yeah, I didn't even think about this.
Nor did I. Here, I'm gonna write Umbra on a piece of paper and represent it.
All right, that works.
Hang
So
on.
meanwhile, shout out to Steve Halterman. This is funny. He writes, I love technology. I'm sitting in my vehicle waiting for a buddy to show up and go disc golfing while watching two Yahoos in Wisconsin and New York play BeerForge on my phone.
Exactly.
Wookie says we are not Yahoos.
We're pretty much Yahoos. So, all right. So there you go. There's Umbra. How you
Nice.
loving it? And that's the end of my Mars nonsense. So I'll ready everything up and go check, and you'll forge a key.
Key has been forged. All right.
And I'm switching the camera.
Good boy.
Good boy.
You got a lot of crap out there. I don't like this. Oh boy. Okay. We're going to play Dis.
Okay.
So first thing we're going to do is Hand of Dis, destroy my Umbra.
Okay.
So that goes away.
Okay. That makes it
Then I'm going
simpler.
to play Hand of Dis, and we're going to destroy Tesmal is the control the weak guy, right?
Yes, Tesmal is the control the weak guy.
Yep, he goes away.
Okay.
We're going to play Schuler. If your opponent has 4 more amber, steal 1.
Okay.
And I think that's going to be me. And I'm going to lose 1 chain, go down to 2, and draw back up to 5.
Okay. I'm going to change the camera because that needs to happen occasionally. First thing we're going to do is we're going to start off with Dis. And we're going to sacrifice Life Ward. You don't get to play creatures next turn. And then we're going to play Banish. I'm going to gain an Amber. And I'm going to banish Bulwark, which puts the enemy creature into your opponent's archives.
Oh, and you get your 2 amber.
Yep. So I get 2 Amber for that.
All right, I'm going to put that across.
Okay. Then I'm going to play Tesmal, because I hear you like that card. And I have a few of them.
I'm getting real sick of that.
Yep. And then I'm gonna reap, and it's gonna stun Tentacus, and I'm gonna reap Amber Imp, and it's gonna stun because Amber Imp causes everybody to stun. So I gain 2 more Amber.
Everybody's stunned.
Yep. So there you go. Not everybody, just those 2 cards are stunned. And that brings to a close that turn. Check.
Not too shabby. I'm going to play Mind Barb.
Okay.
I'm going to play Dis, I should say, first. So that gets me an Amber.
Okay.
You discard a card at random.
Okay, so I'm going to put some cards out here. I'm going to line them up, and you tell me starting. I'll point to one, and when I stop pointing...
No, you know what? I'm just going to roll a dice, John.
Okay.
It's a little easier. So from the left.
Okay.
1.
Okay.
That one goes away.
So you got rid of... As soon as I flip it over here, Titan Mechanic.
I'll take it. Okay. Then we're going to play Drumble.
Okay.
Who captures... If you have 7 or more, capture all of it.
Capture all of it. So
So I'm going to take out 7 amber. Or how much amber do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 10.
10?
Yep, 10. Two, 4, 6, 8. Well, maybe I only had 9. Hang on. No, there's 10. Yep, 10.
Okay.
That amber from Tectonic Craft Studios looks awfully nice.
I know, doesn't it? Schuler is then going to reap and get stunned.
Yep.
And that is my turn. Look at all that glorious, glorious amber on there.
Okay.
And I'm going to shed a chain. Drop to 5.
All right. So, and you've got 3, right? Okay.
Correct.
So, and does that creature that has the 2, is there any elusive? It is elusive, huh?
He is elusive, and the guy next to him has taunt.
Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Dis. And first off, you're going to get 3 binding irons, and you're going to get to have 3 chains on you, and I'm going to switch over the camera.
You're a terrible human being.
Oops, I never switched over before, so I'm going to switch it back to me. All right, so you've got 3 chains. Then I'm going to play Hecatomb and gain an amber. And then I'm going to, and what that says is that destroy each disc creature. Each player gains 1 amber for each creature they controlled that was destroyed that way. So I lose 3 creatures, so I gain 3 amber for that.
Wait a minute. What does Hecatomb do?
It destroys each disc creature. Each player gains 1 amber for each creature they destroyed this way. So I destroyed 3 creatures, so I'll get 3 amber just for that.
So, wait a minute. Each player that
you do it
destroyed,
and
or
I
that,
do it.
or,
You do it and I do it. I have 3 disc creatures. They're gone.
So you gain 3.
I gain 3.
I have 2 disc creatures, so I gain 2.
You gain 2, and I get
and then you get your 10 back.
I get my 10 back. So I have this pile now. Okay. And that is the end of my turn check.
Oh, I almost started giving myself your amber. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah,
All
you should not have gone to check from that.
No, I'm at 5.
Okay. All right, so I'm at check again for the 5th time.
So you're done?
I'm all done, and the camera's back to you.
All right.
And you have 3 chains.
You're a terrible person.
Sorry, man.
It's already gone, but Steve Halterman, were you going to reap with that Tesmal before destroying it? Ha ha.
Shoot.
I'm gonna play Shadows.
God dang it. I'm terrible.
Oh yeah, for anyone watching, I implore you to A, try playing this way, and B, if you can do it better, like if you have a better system, we're all ears.
Yeah, for sure. And if you become a patron and give us enough cash, we'll actually invest in your idea.
Wow, that's a good idea.
Give you credit for it and everything.
What's Glixy something?
Yeah,
I see it says +1, but what's underneath that?
It's if he's on your flank, archive a Mars card from your discard pile.
Oh, okay. Okay. Not bad. All right. So he has +1 armor. Okay.
Yep.
So we're going to play Shadows. Here we go. Nerve Blast. Steal 1.
Okay, taking 1 away.
If you do, deal 2 damage to a creature. We're going to do 2 damage to that Glixy guy.
Okay, so he's got 2 damage on him.
Okay. Why does he have 2 damage?
He's got 2. 2 damage. You said it does 2 damage, right?
Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. Then I'm going to play
Actually,
Relentless Whispers.
Actually, he's only got 1 damage on him because he has 1 armor from...
Yeah, 1 armor. Okay.
Yep. Sorry.
Relentless Whispers. Deal 2 damage to a creature. If this damage destroys that creature, steal 1. I'm going to do that to the same guy.
Okay. So that kills...
So he's probably dead.
He's dead.
And I'm going to steal 1.
Yep, so I'm taking 1 away.
Yep.
And he's gone.
And then I'm going to play. Let's see. I'm going to play Moon Cursor.
Okay.
Skirmish, Poison, Fight, Steal 1.
Yep.
Then I'm going to play Dodger.
Okay.
Then I'm going to play another Dodger.
Jeez Louise.
And that is me. I go down to 3 chains and check.
Okay. I am going to... I'm going to go ahead and forge finally. 2, 4, 6. Forge a key. And move these over here. So I'm at 6 right now.
Camera.
Shoot. I'm sorry, guys. I try as hard as I can to remember. It's hard enough to play a game, let alone try to figure out how to produce at the same time.
Holy crap! Art Bogorski in the chat room.
Hey, Art! Welcome!
Wow.
This is super sweet. We're playing Mars, by the way, right now.
Okay.
Oh,
Pickles says hello.
well,
He's
hello.
outside the room,
Hello, Pickles.
voicing his displeasure that he is not in here with me.
Outstanding. All right, so we're going to play... first thing we're going to do with Mars is I am going to do Mother Gun, and I will reveal 4 Mars cards. And then... so I do 4 damage. So the first thing we do is I'm going to kill... to a creature. So I need to do 4 damage to something that matters. So I guess Moon Cursor dies. Then I am going to... let's see here. Let's see here. What should I do? I'm going to go ahead and reap Gixley Fixed Finger and gain an Amber. Then I'm going to play Tixel Beambuckler. Deal 2 damage to a creature and move it to either flank of its controller's battle line.
He's such a good creature. I like him.
So he comes out here, and I'll do 2 damage to... Let's see here. The one that's on the flank, the... Yep, Dodger.
Dodger? So you want him on the other flank?
Sure. No, do I have to?
I don't know.
To the
Do you?
To either flank. So I'm going to leave him right where he is.
Okay. Yeah, it's
So-
probably for the best.
Yep. I don't want him on the taunt. Let's see here. Then I'm going to... Let's see here.
Oh, I drew 1 too many cards. Damn it.
I'm going to play Zorg, and he enters play stunned. And
Zorg is bad news.
yep. And then I'm going to put Killzord Mark 9001 on him. So now he is +2 armor and +2 power. So he gets 2 of these. And +2 power over here. And then I'm going to play Mars first, gaining an Amber. And I'm going to ready him. And then before the fight, stun the creature, Zorg fights, and each of that creature's neighbors. So I'm going to fight the Dodger in the middle.
Wait, did you unstun him already?
Yeah, the Mars first. Oh, he's just unstunned then, I guess, isn't he? Never mind.
Yep.
Shoot. Then what I should probably do is, rather than do that, if you don't mind, I'm going to...
Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to ready... Tixel Beambuckler, and I'm going to reap him for another one. And this guy, by the way, Fixed Finger gives both of these guys +1 armor. So he's up to... Zorg is up to +3 armor, and Beam Buckler's up to +2 armor.
Got it.
And that ends my turn. And I'm checked again.
All right. I score a key.
Yep.
Camera.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Fixed Finger only gives armor to Martians. Zorg is not a Martian.
He's a beast? Oh, got it.
Yep.
Never mind. Thank you.
Let's see here. I'm going to play Shadows. And wait, what is that upgrade behind Zorg?
It's called Killzord Mark 9001. So its power level is 9001.
Ah,
It gives +2 armor and +2 power. And the creature gains skirmish and fight gain 1 chain.
that is ludicrous.
It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Lights Out, return 2 enemy creatures to owner's hand. Zorg and Fixed Finger.
Okay. So all this goes back into the tray. Okay, and that goes in the discard pile. And Fixed Finger as well.
Yep.
Okay. And that was a okay, yeah, that was back in my hand or back in the discard pile?
To your hand.
Okay.
Then Dodger is going to fight. You know, no, we'll fight with the other one. This Dodger, the busted one, is going to fight Tixel Beam Buckler.
Yep, and we'll kill him, and you'll die too.
Steal 1.
And you'll still die, and you'll die too.
Oh, I'll die too, so never mind. Do not survive the fight. Should have fought him with the other one. This Dodger will reap.
Okay.
And then I think that's probably my turn. Yeah, I think that's it. So over to you and camera change.
Yep. Hang on,
and I go down to 2 chains.
I'm just shuffling up the old deckaroo here.
Wasn't he some rapper? 2 chains or 2 chain or something?
2 chain Shakur. So let's see here.
No. Okay, sure.
Just kidding. All right, so I'm going to forge again. So 2, 4, 6. Forging my second key. All right. I am going to take up my archives. We're going to start off with Mother Gun, and I will reveal 5 cards, and that will kill Dodger. Okay. Then I am going to play. See if there's any reason to do this in any particular. All right, so we're going to play Custom Virus.
Oh, Custom Virus is so cool.
So I gain an amber from that. So if I sacrifice the Custom Virus, purge a creature from your hand, destroy each creature that shares a trait with that purged creature.
He is a Night Spirit, because I know that's the next question.
There you go. All right. Then we're going to play Quixley Plaguemaster. On Fighter Reap, he deals 3 to each human creature. Then we're going to play. Let's see here. Then we're going to play Yixley Fixed Finger again, which will give him +1 armor. And then I'm going to play Zorg. And I'm going to play Mars first, gaining an amber. And when I play Mars first, I will ready the Plaguemaster. And I will reap to gain an amber. And I believe that your knight is human, right?
He is a Night Spirit, not human.
Not human, okay. Well, that's fine. So he doesn't do any damage, but at least I get the amber. And that will end my turn. Check.
How much amber do you have?
6.
Okay. Oh, damn. Hang on just a second. I'm looking through my cards here.
Do you have any steel, my friend?
That's the thing.
I need to move my keys over here so everybody can see my amber better.
Oh boy, this is somewhat bad. So we're gonna play Dis,
Okay.
and we're gonna play Arise, and then I'm gonna choose a house after I see what steals amber when I play it.
That would usually be shadows.
Yeah, and I don't know if I have. Check one more time here.
What do we got, folks?
It's not looking good, I'll tell you that. Because you have 6 amber, correct?
I do have 6 exactly.
Yeah, if you had...
If you had 7, you could probably do something.
Nope,
huh?
I can do it. I'm going to choose Dis as the house I'm bringing back. Yep, exactly, Steve. That's exactly what I just saw. So that's Drumble, Schuler.
Ah, there you go, Schuler.
Yep. And I think that's it. Yep. So back to Dis. We're gonna play. Let's see, it's a 7/3. Blah blah blah. Okay, we're gonna play 3 Fates. Destroy the 3 most powerful creatures.
So that's yours.
That's Zorg, Quick Flicks, Plague Master, and Sanctum.
Yep.
Sanctum Guardian. And I get an amber for that. And then I'm going to play Dust Imp. And then I'm going to play Schuler. I steal 1.
Yep.
If you have 4 or more. That puts me at check. And then I'm done. And I go down to 1 chain. It's going to be a photo finish, folks.
No, I think you got me. I don't have any stun. I don't have any steel in here. So
not in your hand?
Nowhere. I mean, I got in my hand. I have nothing. Archive a card, Reap Stun, Titan Mechanic, and yeah, no, that's it. That's game.
Wow, good game, John.
Yep, we really brought her in at the edge there.
That was. Whew. If I didn't have Schuler in the discard, that would have been over. If you had 7 amber, I could have played the Drumble that was in my hand.
Yep.
It was in there. I pulled it back. Coming up, actually, you want to flip back to my camera quick?
I did.
Okay. Coming up, I had Naughty the Thief, Terms of Redress, which would have handled some capturing, Relentless Whispers, deal 2 damage to a creature, take hostages, that would have helped also. Wow. I don't think... okay, so as you were saying before, like point data, I mean, it's 1 game, who cares? But,
yep.
I mean, your new deck held its own against my old deck, no problem.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably the best AoA deck I've got, and this is I've not seen you play this deck before.
I think I played it against you once, but I don't know if it was on stream or not.
So, once again, we talked about this, folks. We talked about point data. There, you can look at my awesome nothing to look at screen. So we'll move it back over here. Point data is what it is. Something that should be ignored and vilified and ridiculed whenever you see it. But I think that this is a decent deck. I think, as someone's mentioned in the, that's a great picture of it because it looked purple on the link. The thing that to kind of keep in mind, folks, is that at the end of the day, most of these decks come down to the person playing them, and as well as consistency. Are you going to have the cards come up when you need it? And in this case, you got the right card in the right place, and it really, really worked out really well.
Yeah, that was I think the consistency factor is really overlooked, I think. and it's more. I think I'd rather have a deck in the upper 70s SAS with very high consistency than 80s with low consistency.
Right. And I haven't had a lot of good consistency decks so far. So we'll see how things progress. Hey, folks,
Yeah.
that's going to probably bring us to a close here on BeerForge for tonight. Rich, of course, I always appreciate getting a chance to play a game with you. And,
Absolutely, man.
The Crucible still broke as shit, and all that kind of good stuff. And who knows if it's ever going to come back. And quite frankly, with the community that I see in the chat room, I'm not sure if I care if it ever comes back. So, because it's pretty toxic. But on behalf of Beer Machine Rich, I'm Menoth John, and we'll be back, I don't know, maybe again this weekend or something. We'll see how time works out for us. But until then, remember, Tectonic Craft Studios for the best kind of tokens you can get that are completely blasted out of MDF with a laser beam. So we'll talk to you next time. Good night, everybody.
See you, folks.